Hello, everyone. My name is Kareem, and I'm just here to talk about autism and autism awareness, especially being a parent of autism. I have a 7-year-old daughter who has autism, and um, yeah, I'm just here to share my experience and what I've received about it, and yeah, encourage and empower other parents and mothers about autism and just, how to accept it and maintain through it, because it can be challenging having a child with autism. It can be stressful, confusing, all those different emotions that arise with this. And I was able to become aware of my own experience and situation and help myself and help my daughter. And now I'm here to just be that mirror for whoever these videos are meant for. So I first wanted to talk about the part of acceptance and, feeling guilt and shame. I've been there. When I first had my daughter, that was my biggest hurdle I had to get over was acceptance of, okay, she has autism, now what? And acceptance of, my daughter has autism, so, all the pressure, the stuff that comes with that, started to weigh on me like, oh, will she be able to do this? Will she be able to speak? Will she be able to function right? Will she be able to social with other people? And my brain went, with all those questions, just like I bet yours did too, or has done. So yeah, that part of acceptance and the part that was also harder for me was accepting that she has autism and diagnosing her. This was before she did the what's that called? Early intervention. Seeing certain signs of she was doing the E sounds and flapping her hands, and she wasn't talking as much. And what else did she do? She wouldn't give you direct eye contact most of the time, and when you call her name, like it felt like she was ignoring you, but she really wasn't, type stuff. So those were some of the sensory things that I saw early on, and I didn't see it, in like other children that, I was a caretaker as a child, so I took care of a lot of my nieces and nephews and a lot of the kids, I was the one who was the babysitter. So not seeing the same, things in my daughter that I saw in the other kids. So I was like, that part of accepting, like, okay, my daughter will be different, and that could be hard on us as a parent because we want our child to experience life just like everybody else, be able to do the things everyone else is able to do. And yeah, it took me some time to just say, you know what? Okay, what can I do to help and support my daughter instead of ignoring the symptoms, instead of, pretending like they're not there. So Um, yes, a big hurdle was getting over accepting that my daughter has autism and what to do next. And as well, I want to talk about the part where we as parents feel guilt and shame about this. I felt guilty. Like, what did I do wrong, God, in my pregnancy? What did I do wrong in life? And that's not good, to feel that about yourself as a parent, to feel like it's your fault and that you're the reason your child has, different things. So, a big thing, that I felt in my heart and that God resonated with me was that everyone is made who they are. God made them as who they are. So no, it's not for us to feel guilt or shame as parents about this. To feel like we did something wrong, or to feel like, um, our child is going to be left out or left behind and stuff. No, take that weight off your shoulder right now. Breathe and let it go. It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. Don't feel guilty or ashamed that your child has autism. No, no. God made us as who we are, and that's it. Um, Support and love on your child through their differences, just like you would have wanted someone to do that for you if you had differences. But no guilt or shame about having a child with autism. You know, that's just putting pressure on you, putting negative emotions on you. And while you're raising your child, you'll feel that. And no, God doesn't want us to live like that, raising children with autism or raising children with disabilities. There's no blame. Actually, it's more to look at it as God gave you something that you can handle, that God knew that you were the right person to give this child love and support and not, um, look at it as a bad thing. So I like to tell myself that and live like that. Like, I'm grateful that I am able to have a child with autism, that I know that I am able to support, I am able to be patient with her, be loving with her through her frustrations and differences. And I can, support her with what she needs. And I'm grateful that God knew that I was the right person for this job. So, release the guilt and shame, you all. Release the feeling bad about autism and accept what is happening. Accept your child for who they are. Acceptance is the main thing to me with autism. Acceptance and love and patience. Everyone is not going to be the same in this world. And because it's increasing, that's just something that is being created right now, kids with autism. And we are not supposed to try to fix or change them. We are here to accept them and welcome them into society as who they are and love them and just support them the best you can. So this is my message for today about autism awareness. Yeah, if you're a parent of autism, subscribe. And yeah, we're going to talk about this and get through this together. Because, like I was saying before, it is increasing. So I know I'm not alone. And yeah, I know that this is a part of my purpose. So much love. Thank you.